All right. Hello, everyone. It's Thursday morning. It is September 6th, 2018. You're listening to the Dyson Boys. I'm Jay.
I'm Bobby.
That is my baby brother. So Cory Booker's being a renegade, huh?
Yeah, he thinks he's another freedom fighter.
Is that what it is?
Yes, and he's down with the struggle. Another Che Guevara.
Yeah. Okay, so he releases publicly 4 documents that were marked committee confidential, talking about the Judiciary Committee that he sits on. So he releases these documents in violation of Senate rules. So I guess he's feeling large.
Yeah. Spartacus and all.
Yeah.
I'm railing against the establishment.
Yeah, he's going to be the one.
I'm going to take it down.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take it down. I'm going to be the one.
Well, you see what happened to Spartacus, right?
Yeah. Did he get...
Did they take Rome down? No.
Didn't they crucify him?
Rome took him down.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Spartacus.
Yeah. So he releases these documents. Then when he gets chided for it, he's going to stick his chest out. Hey, man, bring it on.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's a Senate Rule 29.5 that allows for the expulsion of a senator. I hate when these screens pop around like this. Expulsion of a senator if they release documents that are marked committee confidential. Well, Cory is pretty much saying, I don't care what the rule is. I'm a Democrat. Like you said, I'm a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the bottom of this. This guy, Brett Kavanaugh, if I have anything to do with it, he's not going to be confirmed. And I'll use any means necessary to do that. Even violate rules of the Senate. I'll even do that. Anybody got a problem with that? That's pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah.
Now, if people out there are supporting what he's doing, then that means that you don't care about rules and policies, processes, and procedures. Try doing that on your job.
Yeah. This goes back to 2008 when we were told by y'all's Messiah that elections have consequences. Well, yeah, they do. The consequence here is the Democrats lost. Hillary lost, and now they're not in control. They lost the Senate, they lost the House, they lose in the judiciary. Elections do have consequences. Now, since they lost, all the rules go out the window. All the laws go out the window. Whatever we need to do to regain our power, which isn't going to happen, but to regain our power, we're going to do it because we're, basically a rebel force now. We're in rebellion against the United States of America and all the stupid rules that prevent us from having our way.
Like the Constitution.
Yeah.
That's always been in our way.
That prevent us from getting our way. Okay, well, go with that. Let's see how that works out for you.
Okay, now listen to this. Booker said he would, I'm reading from an article, and this article is on the Washington Examiner's website. Booker said he would not be violating rules because there is no Senate rule. But Cornyn read Senate Rule 29.5 that he says allows expulsion. There we go again. I just lost my connection. Would allow for expulsion of a senator who releases, as did Booker, documents marked committee confidential.
Yeah.
So when he gets read that, then he backpedals to, well, bring on the charges.
Yeah.
So apparently Senator Booker didn't read the manual that has all of the rules in it because he says there is no rule. How unintellectual is that for him to say that? Well, knowing that the Senate has rules.
Yeah. But look how they've been playing for the past, 50 years. The rules only matter when they want them
to matter. When they want them to matter.
And when you have control, you can do that kind of ignorant nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have control anymore. You're still trying to do the same thing.
It's like the nuclear option.
Yeah.
When Harry Reid came up with the nuclear option, hey, we don't need 60 votes anymore.
Yeah.
We can do it on simple majority. When he did that, the Democrats were like, yeah, man. Because guess what? At that time, who was in control of the Senate? The Democrats. So the simple majority thing made sense to them.
Yeah.
And they loved it. Loved it. Now, when the shoe is on the other foot, and the Republicans now come in and they have the majority in the Senate, Democrats want to scrap the nuclear option. Yeah. Oh, it's not convenient for you.
We need to get rid of that now.
We can get rid of it now. No, we're not getting rid of anything. I'm glad the Republican senators held their ground on that. No, we're not getting rid of anything. If we want to invoke the nuclear option at any time, we will.
Yeah.
We will. So now here we have a situation again with Brett Kavanaugh. Here we have a situation where they can't stop anything. Can't stop anything. Now, I went and looked at these documents that were released. Okay? I'll put a link in the description section underneath this video, so if people want to go read the documents, they can, because there's a lot of emails that was going back and forth. One of the things that, one of the emails, it was a series, an email chain, it was right after 9/11, and a discussion came up about airport security right after 9/11, and the issue of using race to check people as they came through the security lines came up. And Kavanaugh wasn't the initiator of this conversation. He was responding to the email conversation. And what he says is like, I know some of you would like for it to be race-based, and you're going to have to grapple with that. I and others are going to have to grapple with whether or not we keep this race neutral.
Right.
Race neutral. Now, Cory Booker, in one of his statements, said about what Kavanaugh said about, hey, keeping it race neutral. Well, that's not what he really meant. Oh, dude, I'm reading the email here, man, that you posted out, that you posted.
Yeah.
Okay? One of the documents that you posted, Cory, and he is saying specifically, explicitly, hey, we're going to have to look at this.
Yeah.
On the one hand, we got folks saying, hey, race-based, and on the other hand, other folks saying, hey, no, race neutral, I'm in the race neutral camp. But Cory Booker's like, well, that's not what he meant.
Yeah.
Dude, the document that you released in violation of Senate rules, you read that, and it's like, how did you get out of that, Cory, that that's not what he was really saying? Here it is, again, with you Democrats. You always want to change the meaning of words, the meaning of statements, to fit your agenda. So in your quest, Cory Booker, you renegade, in your quest to stop this confirmation, here, what have they tried so far, Bobby, to stop the confirmation? The first day, they get in the hearings, release these documents. We haven't had a chance to go over all this document, so we should delay the hearings. Okay, that didn't work. Then you had a bunch of rabble-rousers in the crowd
that they brought in.
That you brought in, because at first they had talked about maybe not even showing up, talking about the Democrats on the committee, not even showing up. But then I guess they decided that's not a bad idea. That's not going to look good. Well, guess what? Everything you've done doesn't look good. So that's not going to look good. Hey, let's do this. Let's ask for more documents. Let's call for the hearings being delayed till we get these documents. That didn't work because Grassley's like, man, we've given everything to you that you've asked for. If there's something else you want, ask for it.
Yeah.
And then Kamala Harris, well, we only have 15 hours to go over the documents that we do have. So who's been dragging their feet?
Yeah. Grassley said we had 15 hours too. We went over all of them.
Yeah. So you guys were dragging your feet. And you're doing that on purpose so you can get up in the hearings and say, hey, we need more time. What is this, a trial that's going on here?
Let's postpone the hearings, until we get more time.
What are you, a defense attorney, and you asking the judge to give you more time to investigate?
Yeah, they're treating it like it's a courtroom. It's not a courtroom.
It's a hearing.
It's a hearing. You don't, they're like trying to, well, we want to postpone it,
because new information has come to light that we need to investigate.
And they cited some rule in the Senate, and he said, well, we're not in open session, so that rule doesn't apply. This is a hearing.
Yeah.
We're not out on the floor, trying to hammer out a law. This is a hearing. But they don't want to hear that.
No. Yeah.
Because they know they do not have enough votes to stop this guy's nomination. He has 55 votes as it stands. He might get 60. You don't know. But they know they can't stop it. Mm-hmm. If it goes to a vote, they're going to lose. And so this is everything trying to disrupt the process to get their way. Mm-hmm. If we can just disrupt this process, we can get our way. Let's try to defame this guy. And the stuff they're trying to defame him on is simple stuff like, well, this was stolen from my office, Leahy. This was stolen from my office, and this guy brought it to you, and you knew it was stolen. He's like, no, I didn't know it was stolen. I get all kinds of memos and all kinds of stuff comes at me across my desk. I don't know where it come from. I'm just giving it, But he wants to say, well, it was a red flag. He said, why would I red flag that? It's the same thing. Well, it was marked confidential. All kinds of stuff gets marked confidential. Why would this stand out to me?
Yeah, why would this one stand
over
out?
anything else? Yeah. Well, it was stolen. Well, at the time, I didn't know that, if it was stolen. I don't know if it's stolen or not. You telling me that.
You're talking about Manny Miranda, right?
No, I'm talking about Leahy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it's stolen, but he's talking about Manny Miranda. It's Leahy going on about this and going on about this. I don't know. I didn't know it was stolen. I get all kinds of stuff coming across my desk like this. Where it comes from, I don't know. They shuffling paper at you all the time. But he want to grab this one specific incident and say, aha, see,
gotcha.
You know that's what's stolen. Because if I were you, I would have known what's stolen. You're not even a judge. How do you know how he's thinking?
Listen to this. Booker said during Thursday's Senate Judiciary Committee hearing that it is civil disobedience that the email from when Kavanaugh served as a lawyer for former President George W. Bush is not available to the public. The email with the subject line, racial profiling, Booker said, shows that Kavanaugh was sympathetic to racial profiling by police. Again, I'm going to post a link to these documents. You read for yourself and make a determination. Read for yourself. Don't listen to Cory Booker alone. Don't even listen to me or my baby brother. You go read this stuff for yourself and you make a determination as to whether or not Cory Booker is lying or telling the truth. Okay? I've already made up my mind about, what side of that fence Cory Booker is on, because, hey, he's a flat out leftist, a Democrat. And whenever they open their mouths, man, expect a lie to come out. He says, I knowingly violated the rules that were put forth, Booker said, of his handling of committee confidential information. But then, okay, so you knowingly violated the rules that you said there was no rule.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You see how wishy-washy this is? I knowingly violated the rule, but then I said before that there are no rules. And then when I found out that there was a rule that I could get expelled from the Senate, from that body, the Judiciary Committee, because I released committee confidential information, that I could be expelled. Now I'm going to stick my chest out and say, bring it on. Okay, bring it. Bring it to him. Bring it to him. You Democrats think you're above the law. Hey, I guess in Booker's mind, if Hillary got away with it, and what she did could be considered to be traitorous and treasonous, if she got away with it, hey, breaking this little old rule over here in the Senate, not going to mean a thing.
But here's the thing, Corey. She didn't get away with it. It may look like she's getting away with it, but she's not going to get away with Spartacus, just like he didn't get away with it, defying Rome. These people keep trying to convince us that we're so stupid that we don't know how anything works or can't understand this stuff. You just need to listen to us. Well, hey, these are the days of where you control where all the information are gone. You don't need to go down to the library and dig through tens of books, to try to chase down one concept. You can get on the internet and do that. You can go to the government archives and look up anything. It's possible to chase down any amount of information that you need. These people seem to not understand that. I think they're assuming that most people just aren't going to do it. Mm-hmm. They're just going to turn on the news and whatever comes over the tube, they're going to accept. Mm-hmm. They're not going to chase it down. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the problem. A lot of people aren't just listening to the mainstream media anymore. They have alternate forms of media, even on the social networks where they try to shut down free speech, you still can get your information. And these people have somehow cannot wrap their heads around that. I don't know what that is.
It's because they are used to, for so many years, owning the narrative. And then not only owning the narrative, is they had a complicit organization in the news media carrying that water for them. Now, here's what's going on. We got these progressive groups out there that have been in old Chucky Schumer's case. Since Schumer is a Senate minority leader, been in his case. You guys aren't doing enough to stop this nomination from going forth, via a confirmation in the Senate. You guys aren't doing enough. You need to get tougher. You need to get tougher. So I guess Cory Booker says, okay,
I'll get tougher.
I'll get tougher. Now that this has been done and these documents that were marked committee confidential, now they're out there saying, well, they weren't marked classified. No, they were marked committee confidential. They don't have anything to do with national security. No, they were talking about a myriad of things right after 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
A myriad of things. And the documents were marked committee confidential. When I hear the term committee confidential, to me that seems like, well, it's these documents that are marked that way is only for the eyes of the committee.
Yeah.
Not for public viewing. That's what that means to me. Committee confidential. If I tell you something in confidence, come on, people, let's use a little common sense here. I know that's a foreign thing over on the left, but let's use a little common sense here. If something is marked confidential and you have access to that something that's marked confidential, that doesn't mean you go out and tell everybody on the street, hey, look at what I got. You guys want to read this?
Yeah.
If I tell you something in confidence, then that whatever I tell you is only for you and for me. I don't need to be hearing it from someone else. If I hear it from someone else and I know that the only person I shared that confidential information with is Cory Booker or anybody else, then I know that, okay, we got a trust factor here.
Yeah.
We have an integrity issue going on here. We have a lack of character going on here with this particular person. And then when they get caught in it, when they're told, dude, there's going to be consequences for what you do. Hey, man, I don't care. Because, hey, this is bigger than you and me. Okay, let's see who the bigger is if we start proceedings against you to kick you up off this committee. Now, what are you going to tell your folks, Cory Booker, back in New Jersey, your constituents? What are you going to tell them if they do expel you from the committee? Hey, man, nice job.
Yeah.
Okay? You messed yourself all up.
I stood up. I showed them.
Nice job. Okay? I love the Beverly Hillbillies. So I was watching an episode last night. Jethro was in love with Mr. Drysdale's new maid, right? The new maid, Mr. Drysdale wouldn't pop for a color TV, right? What they said, they had a little 13-inch screen and it was round. She finds out, hey, the Clampets over there got a 25-inch color TV. Let me get close to Jethro so I can watch the football games and stuff over his house, right? So she comes over. Jethro's thinking, yeah, it's on now, man. I got me a beautiful little honey, right? We're going to be in the parlor courting and sparking. So my girl, she watches the football game, ignores Jethro. Jethro, he's out by the swimming pool. He's getting ready to drown himself, right? Because he's heartbroken. Uncle Jed comes out and says, oh, man, what you doing? It's like, she did this, that, and the other. She really doesn't love me. I'm going to, if I can't have her, nobody else can have her. Uncle Jed said, boy, how was you drowning yourself going to keep somebody else from having her? And my boy says, I'm getting ready to make a big mistake, right?
Yeah.
So Cory, the consequences, man, you do this and you say, hey, bring it on. So you're going to throw yourself out there. It's like Jethro, you're going to put an anvil around your neck and jump off in the pool, right?
Sure.
So how is that going to, what you did, how is that going to stop him from being confirmed?
Well, he actually believes, and he has a lot of reason to think that, is that nothing's really going to happen to him. He believes, okay, yeah, nobody's really going to do anything. And so now it's not just him, it's other Democrats. I think one from Hawaii. We're all going to start releasing all this stuff, and the consequences isn't just getting kicked off the committee. You can get booted out of the Senate.
Yep.
For breaking these rules.
Yep.
So obviously they don't think that anything is going to happen to them, because they've got to stop Kavanaugh at all costs.
At all costs.
But you really can't, all the stuff you're bringing up, you're trying to imply evil to him when what you're showing us, there's no evil in it. He's not have some sinister plot where he was trying to do something, that shouldn't have been done, and you're trying to implicate the guy in things he has not done. Saying things he has not said. Well, he said that, but what he really meant.
What he really meant.
You know what a man really meant.
Yeah.
All you can go is by what he said.
Okay, so Cory, let me ask you a question. We have rules and laws in place that are for everyday living. I'm driving down the street. Speed limit's 35. Oh, what they really meant is I could go 55.
Yeah.
That's what they really meant.
They really meant.
Okay? But it explicitly says the speed limit in this area here is 35. Let me go tearing through a school zone that's set for 15 miles an hour and the kids are getting out of school. let me go tearing through there at 35 miles an hour. Let's see what's going to happen. And then I tell the police, well, you know, it's really 35 miles an hour. Yeah, when the kids are not out here in school, it's 35. It's 15 when the kids are out. See that light flashing on the sign? It's letting you know, man, hey, school's in. The kids are out here. It's 15 miles an hour when you come through here during this time, when you see that light flashing. Yeah, but it's 35 the other times. Yeah, when the light's not flashing on the sign, fool.
Yeah.
Okay?
We're going to make up the rules.
Yeah, we're going to make up the rules as we go along. We're going to break them whenever we feel like it.
To people we, don't support. The rules apply to them. But now to us, no, the rules are flexible. In some cases, there are no rules when it comes to us. We can do whatever we want. Forget committee rules. Forget any of that nonsense. We need to do this, and we need to stop this guy, because if we don't, women are going to die in back alleys of abortions.
Yeah.
Kids are going to starve to death, because they can't afford school lunches and stuff. People are going to be working 14 jobs for $3 an hour. The sky is going to fall.
Yeah.
If this guy gets elected to the Supreme Court. No, what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to use the Supreme Court to make law anymore. That's what's going to happen.
And not only the Supreme Court, the federal court system on a whole. Okay? On a whole. We're not going to have these judges legislating from the bench. And that's what you guys are accustomed to, is having judges sit on these bench in these appeals courts, these district courts, circuit courts, state courts. You having judges sitting on these benches like this dame out in New Mexico that let those Islamic terrorists go pre-trial. Just let them walk.
There were no threat to society.
Yeah, that's what she said.
They pose no threat to
society.
So,
no more of that. Oh, you did hear the FBI went and arrested those idiots.
Come with us. You guys come with us. Both of you, all three of you.
All five of you.
Come with us.
Come with us. Mm-hmm. So now, Cory Booker, and the rest of you folks in that demo brat party, what you're seeing is your infrastructure that you put in place over the last 6 or 7 decades. You see it crumbling, and you can't stand it. You can't stand it. Now you won't have those activist judges sitting on those lower courts, state courts, federal courts, Supreme Court. You won't have that anymore. So you see your grip on power. It's like you're on the mountainside. This arm already got weak. So you're dangling from the mountainside, so it's down here, and you only got these 4 fingers holding. Your thumb is off. You only got these 4 fingers holding you from dropping off the mountain, and you're seeing each finger now coming, losing its grip. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. And you know what? It's about time.
Yeah.
It's overdue to see this stuff happening. It's about time. So now you want to criminalize your opponents at every turn. Oh, you see what Robert Mueller has just subpoenaed Jeff Corsi, who wrote the book, Killing the Deep State. Yeah. Right? Why is Jeff Corsi having to go before the special prosecutor? It's because he's a friend of Donald Trump's. Yeah. And he wrote this book critical of the deep state and supportive of Donald Trump. So, hey man, you can't even know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah. Who knows a guy that knows Donald Trump. We're coming after you.
Well, it lets you know that their grip on power is basically they're really not holding on. They're falling.
They're in the free fall. They just haven't hit the ground yet.
And like in the Wile E. Coyote, they just haven't disappeared and hit the ground, and you saw the puff of smoke. The puff of smoke is coming.
It's coming. We haven't seen the poof.
Yeah, we haven't seen the poof yet.
Yeah,
but they know that's coming. You know, you cannot stop what is going on right now, and they know pisses them off more than anything. And they know. So at least let's try to burn this bad boy down before we hit the ground.
It's like you see in the movies, the bad guys. Stuff starting to fall apart. All right? Now you got some guy out there. I am not going down by myself.
I'm going down by myself.
I'm going to burn this thing down, but I am not going down by myself. Okay? So that's what you see here. All of a sudden, these foolish Democrats in the Senate, they know what the rule is, but we're going to rally behind Cory Booker. Well, so you're going to go down with his shit?
Because all of them are dirty, okay? And this stuff is going to start coming out. They're all dirty, you know? So actually, Cory Booker and all them other people, they have nothing to lose, you know, because they're all dirty. You know, they were all in the deep state with, you know, with all its shenanigans. And when it all comes out, they're all going to look like monsters and they know it. So, hey, we might as well go down here, make it look like I went out fighting. No, you were going out anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because the deep state is coming down. And if you don't, you know, if you don't believe in the deep state and you don't want to do your research on it, well, just wait and give it time. You know, so anybody out there saying, well, I don't believe in that. Well, you can not believe in whatever you don't want to believe in. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Because you don't believe in it.
Because you believe in it.
Yeah.
But pay attention, you know. These shenanigans in the Senate right now are all tied into the whole cabal being taken down, not just in the U.S., but all over the world. Okay, I don't believe that. Well, whether you believe it or not, no one understands that this is happening right now. And all these people running around here screaming and hollering about what isn't and isn't fair and why is this happening and why is that happening, they already know. Cory Booker already knows his time is coming. He already knows that.
So if you, Cory Booker, and any of you other Democrats out there, any of the people supporting Cory Booker and what he did, okay, if you have such a disregard for the rules in the Senate, if you have that utter disregard and you don't care about what the consequences are, okay, well, let's deal with the consequences of it then. Yeah. And since you don't care.
And no crying and whining.
Afterwards. Yeah. No crying.
I'm being persecuted. No.
Because I'm black. You know that's going to come.
You're not being persecuted. You're being prosecuted.
You know that's going to come. You know the race card is going to come.
Oh, they're doing this to me because I'm black.
No, they're doing it because you violated the rules.
Your skin color does not opt you out of breaking rules and laws.
And you already got big and bad. You already went there. Okay? Bring it. Bring the case. You already went there. Man, what's that old saying? Be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. Okay? I'll do the smash this morning. I am hot under the collar over this, especially when you see them do stuff. They get caught and then they try to backtrack up. Well, it's not classified. Nobody said it was. It was committee confidential. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with national security. Part of what was being talked about.
You don't get to choose what is important and what isn't.
Part of being what was talked about, Cory, had something to do with national security.
That ain't your call.
Not your call.
You know.
Not your call at all. So, again, this airport security thing that they were talking about in these emails, hey, that has something to do with national security, Cory. You idiot. And you think everybody else is an idiot right along with you. I ain't buying. Bye, dude. I hope they put the charges against you so hard, man, you won't even want to go back to New Jersey to face your folks in New Jersey. You'll be off to Kathmandu or somewhere. Put your butt in exile.
If you don't end up in Gitmo.
I do not like you Democrats. Do not like you at all. Here's the smash. If you like what you see and what you're hearing, man, give us a like. Also, if this is the first time that you've come across one of our videos or this video, man, hit that subscribe button you see at the bottom of this video. Don't forget to ring the bell out to the right side of the subscribe button. That's the notification bell, so you'll be notified anytime we put up new videos. We do this 5 days a week. 5 days a week, folks. So it's not like we're sitting here, well, I don't feel like doing it today. No, man, because we're passionate about what we're doing, because we see, and we have seen for years, what that vile Democrat Party is all about. Me and my brother, man, I guess we are charter members of the walkaway movement because I walked away in the 80s. My baby brother walked away in the late 70s. Okay? And you know what, Bobby? You and I didn't talk about this back then.
Because he was overseas.
I was overseas. I was living overseas. We never talked about this. It's just both of us walked away in close proximity to each other.
You came to the same conclusion that, okay, this is true. This is a lie.
Yep.
Yeah. And everything on the left to me was a lie. I went to school with leftists, and I could not stand any of them.
And when you looked at it and you saw it for what it was, it is a perpetual lie.
Yeah.
Perpetual. So, hey man, I walked away. And I do not have a problem telling you Democrats, I don't like you. I have nothing for you. You guys are evil, wicked, and perverse. That's my rant.
Reprobate.
Yep, that's my rant. Okay? All right. Join us again tomorrow. Tomorrow's being Friday. Man, this may get so good we might be back Saturday and Sunday. You just never know. Because the Democrats always give you something to talk about. Always. All right. You guys have a good Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. We're out.